Another day, another expansion, a beautiful expansion. If we go on a 1 hour, we clearly, well, in hindsight, now it's clear that we were on the sell side of the curve. So this, now looking in hindsight, we can see that this was a market maker sell model. But I can only tell it that now and not when I was on the market. Here, in the beginning, what we saw, I wasn't in the market at this point. I went a little bit late today, but here what we have, if we go, I don't know, maybe on the, yeah, maybe on a 30-minute time frame, it's, I think it's exactly what I talked about yesterday, the power of tree. Here we have consolidation, manipulation, and distribution to the downside. So yesterday we expanded, then we consolidated, and now we expanded again, and we will probably consolidate during the night, probably. So it's exactly the power of three. But here, this would be a huge trade to take. So I wasn't even on the market. And the thing here was, it just kept expanding, and we could have some targets. And the first target will be something like this. And we were waiting for this 15 minutes and 5 minutes to be inversed, so we could be certain that we are going to the downside. And the thing here was, when we came around here, I started making like 50%. So I wanted to take shorts because this momentum to the downside, I think right here I was kind of bullish still, because if we go on the here on the 15 minutes, we could see this like some sort of standard state of delivery to the upside, but here we manipulated, and we don't have a lot of displacement, which is something that I've talked about this week as well. We don't have a lot of displacement to the upside, so we are probably going to the downside. So here we made this change in the state of delivery. We didn't really retest it, and we just went down and down and down. So I was not expecting, but looking for a rebalance to equilibrium to then take another short, but it never happened. Now, if we go on the 5 minute, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it, but I am sure. I think it was around here, one of them, and there was the 15 minutes also, and I will just talk about it in a second. I'm not sure what it is. In hindsight, it's a little bit awful. Okay, I will look for it. Here we had 10 a.m. news, and we left it at a week. So if we go on the 5 minutes, we have equal lows, not the most obvious equal lows, but we have equal lows exactly in the same point where we have a data wick, which makes it a really genius, really good liquidity pool. But we are really low, so this isn't the best play to take a lot of size in. And the 1 minute, I don't know if the 1 minute failed. Yeah, the 1 minute didn't fail a lot, a lot. It didn't fail, but it was already stressed out, because when we are this low, we want to have the most confluences we can, and we didn't have an SMT, if I really remember it. So we wanted to take the 30 seconds. So some people took the 30 second when it inversed. Some people took the 1 minute because they were really convinced about this is what we call the one setup for life. And some people were convinced, so they took the 1 minute, and it's worked. If I took it, I will take the 30 seconds, but we didn't inverse with a lot of momentum, and maybe if we had an SMT, but the really thing I wanted to see, the best thing, was momentum, and it started not really shopping around, but we didn't just V-shape this right through, so I ended up not taking that trade. Now, I took another trade that maybe isn't the best trade in the world. I think it was. I don't even remember what the trade was. If I can remember it, it was around here. I think it's this 30 second right here, which is this really small 30 second. Here, if we go here and we go maybe on 1 minute, you y'all can see this low. And now guess if we go on exactly here we have a more obvious equal lows, and these equal lows were really shown. Now in hindsight we can't really see it, but they were really shown on a 15-minute time frame. So equal lows on a 15-minute time frame, and our bias is bullish with all this momentum. We should tap into them, but we don't know when we are going to do it. So we were really low, so I wanted to have the most conviction I could, and I don't even remember if we have an SMT because I really wanted to take this trade. Where is it? It's here. No, I don't think we have an SMT, or do we? Yeah, we had an SMT, but I didn't really care about it. But this clearly makes the trade even better. Here we made an SMT, a small SMT. We came up. I think there is a 2 minute here that got respected. Yeah, the 2 minutes got respected, and on a 30 second we left this small fair value gap. Now the thing here is we tapped it and we went up again, and then we started coming down, but with not a lot of momentum. But the thing here is we don't have a lot of momentum in each candle. We don't have like a that candle, which would be the thing we really wanted to see. But this is low resistance liquidity to the downside, because he's just going down slowly but surely, slowly but surely. And here we made another block, and this kind of triggered my opinion in this trade. We had some sort of low resistance liquidity. We were respecting this 2 minute fair value gap. We made this order block, and after making the order block, the candle that made this another block came around all these lows with a lot of momentum. Now the thing here that I want to talk about is right here we have equal lows. So the perfect example here will be something like the trade, the 30-second closing here, and this will be the stop loss, and we will go to this low, or this low isn't 1 hour, so we would go to the at least 1 hour. If we have more conviction to the downside, which I didn't have in the moment, maybe I had the conviction that we were going to go to this 15 minute, but I was not certain because we're showing some bullish inversions to the upside, so I was not really certain, so I took everything at 1 hour. And the thing here is I wanted it to close above these equal lows, put the stop to break even here, and then go to to the downside to my take profit. But that didn't happen. We closed below these equal lows, but we closed below them with so much momentum, and I had a lot of conviction in this trade. Now the thing here was I took only 2 contracts, but for 2 contracts this was the stop loss that I was showing, and maybe the stop loss should be more something like this, which should be for my size, which is always try to risk between $80 and $100. This should be my stop loss, which would make me go for, well, will make me go to 3 contracts. Now that I'm thinking about it, will make me go to 3 contracts, but I will go to 1 hour, and 1 hour will make me, yeah, it will make me still more than what I made, because the thing here is I made my stop loss exactly like this, so I took it with something like this. This was the trade I took, and it doesn't make any sense because for 2 contracts only my stop loss is 20, and my take profit for it to be 1 hour will be also 20, and this will make me a little bit more. It's okay. It's something always to learn. I love to have something always to learn. It's a thing that happened a lot of times this week, is not sorting really the contracts, but it's everything okay. It was a decent day. The PA was not the best because we were just the PA was good, but we were just expanding, and when we expand a lot, we start chopping around. So, but it's okay. It was a good day. It was a good week. I can talk just quickly. really quickly about the trade that I thought about taking, but I didn't, which would be this 2 minute inverse to the upside. Now the thing here is, if we go, if we see on here, exactly here we have the change in the state. So what's a type of trade that I've been taking sometimes is we make the change in the state, we retest the change in the state, and then we wait for a inversion to the other side with some momentum. But that didn't happen here because we didn't really retest the change in the state. We went really down. But we went really down. Here we made another block. We made another block and we inversed these 2 minutes with a decent momentum. But I guess this wasn't really the best because we didn't. I think we didn't. Yeah, exactly right here. We didn't have an SMT. We were already late on the day. This was past 11, past the what is it called? The reversal, the time reversal, the kill zone. So I was not sure about this trade. I ended up not taking it, and it ended up being a break even because we don't have any targets to this trade. This will be the this right here will be the sorry. This will be the inverse. This would be maybe the stop loss, 34 points, and this will need to be the TP for us to go to 1R. And it never triggered, it passed the break even phase, and we would have gotten into break even. Now, there was this 33 minutes also that would be like some sort of confirmation play that we could take, but it never triggered and we went down. And when I saw this, it didn't trigger on this second candle. I just went off because I wasn't looking for anything. I wouldn't even take it, but I would tape read it or take it on a paper account. But when I saw that we didn't reverse with the perfect momentum, or the closest we could to perfection in momentum, I went off and done for the day. It was a green day, one win, just the one win that I showed you guys, and that's it. Great week. See you Monday. Bye bye.